How to solve reaction rate problems. So today I'm going to talk about solving rate problems. First, we will talk about the elementary reactions. So what an elementary reaction is one that occurs in a single step without multiple substeps and without any intermediates being formed along the way. And elementary reactions are often straightforward, where it's just two molecules colliding with each other and reacting, but they don't always have to be. In this case, we have two, so let's consider one reaction. So we have two NOs in gas form plus one O2, and this gives you 2 NO2, right? So this reaction occurs in one step or single step without no intermediates, without no mediates. Okay, fine. So in this case, we have two NOs, right? And oxygen, one oxygen, and these two uh, compounds, okay? And these two compounds all collide at the same time and form 2NO2, right? So this is an elementary reaction, and to know this, you do probably have to be told in some sort of prompt that it was an elementary reaction. But when you are working with an elementary reaction, uh, uh, it makes you rate approximation a lot simpler, and there are few reasons why. First one is because remember that with all rates, you can't use the stoichiometry as the exponent that you raise some number to in the rate expression, right? So these are the stoichiometry for NO, the stoichiometry coefficient is 2, for O2 it's 1, and to NO2 it's 2, right? So rate expression जो आप लिखते हो simply, तो what is rate expression? Just try to write down for this equation. C, this is rate constant, some rate constant, and O, and here the stoichiometric coefficient of this is 2, so 2 and 1. An elementary reaction, this number, this exponent power is always integer, but in case of non-elementary reaction, it is not necessary कि वो हमेशा integer ही वो fraction में भी हो सकता है, right? और it is not necessary in case of non-elementary कि वो stoichiometry से ही match करे. फाइन, ये मैं आपको लास्ट वीडियो में भी एक्सप्लेन कर चुकी कि इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी इन केस ऑफ नॉन एलिमेंट्री, बट इन एलिमेंट्री केस ऑफ इन एलिमेंट्री रिएक्शन वहां पर क्या होगा, इट मैचेस विद द स्टाइकोमेट्री. फाइन. So if it is elementary, if it occurs in one step, then you can use the stoichiometry as your exponent. So if we have a general reaction, A plus B and it gives you C plus D. Now we can write a rate equation. So capital K is equals to small k, which is a rate constant, A alpha and B beta. Fine. So you can use lowercase alpha is equals to A and beta is equals to B, which is the stoichiometric coefficient of these two reactants. So for this reaction, because we have two NOs, then the rate will be equal to capital K is equal to small k, which is some rate constant, times NO raised to the second power. So it's second order reaction, you can see over here with respect to NO, and we have a single oxygen, and so that O2 is raised to first power. So it's first power with respect to, or first order with respect to oxygen, and second order with respect to NO. And it's third order overall because the second order here and first order here, and you add these two together. So that's our very nice thing about elementary reaction. If it occurs in one step, then we can use the stoichiometry as the exponent, जैसे कि हमने यहाँ use किया हुआ है रेट एक्सप्रेशन लिखने के लिए स्टाइकोमेट्री को डायरेक्टली एज अ एक्सपोनेंट हमने यूज किया हुआ है, राइट, दैट यू रेज दीज क्वांटिटीज टू इन योर रेट एक्सप्रेशन. The other thing that an elementary reaction allows us to do is it allows us to express the rate in various way. So we can express the rate of this reaction as, see how we can express as K, capital K is equals to negative 1 over A change in uh, concentration of A over time. Fine. So this is small a is the stoichiometry, and because it's elementary, the stoichiometry is also the order, and it's going to be negative 1 over a times the change in concentration of A over time t. That is going to be equal to negative 1 over B, fine, times the change in concentration of B over time. Okay, and you can also express the rate in terms of C and D. So C in terms of C, that is equal to positive 1 upon C change in concentration of C over time, and this is also equal to 1 upon small d change in D up over time. Okay, notice that we use negative sign here and here. So why we use negative sign here? Because as this reaction moves forward, we are going to depleting A, or you can say A is going to be disappear, right? So that's why the change in dA will be negative even if the rate is positive. And so if this number is negative, we need a negative sign over here, right, to end up with the positive rate despite the change of A being negative. These two are positive because as it move forward, if the rate is positive, then we start to see an increase in C. So you don't need negative sign to counterbalance here, right? So, and we aware that this rate is the same as the rate. So we could express something as 1 over a small c times the change in concentration of C over time. We could also express that as being equal to K times the reactants over time. K times A to a, in place of alpha you can write A to a and B to B over time. And so realize that because this is one way you can express the rate. If you understand these facts about elementary reactions, that you always use stoichiometry as your order, and that you can express it in terms of 1 over A times change of that quantity over times. If you realize that this could be equal to that or that, then you will be ready for any elementary reaction rate problems that comes in your